Hey everyone, hope you had a beautiful day. First of all, happy Dasara to all of our viewers and your families, guys. So, welcome to this live session by Intellipaat. My name is Anirudh Rao, and I'll be walking you through a session on how you can start your career in artificial intelligence, guys. We will keep the video very concise and pithy and go about understanding what it takes to have one of the best careers out there. Guys, before we begin, make sure you hit that subscribe button and the bell icon so that you are notified at all times. So, without further ado, let's begin by checking out the agenda for this session. So, we'll quickly start out by having an introduction to artificial intelligence. Second, we can check out the current trends that we have with respect to artificial intelligence around us. Third, we can check out what are the steps to actually become an artificial intelligence engineer. And fourth, something very interesting, we can check out the salaries of an artificial intelligence engineer. We can check out the jobs that are available in the market and so much more, guys. So make sure you stay tuned till the end. And on that note, we can quickly start out by having an introduction to artificial intelligence. So what do you think is artificial intelligence, guys? I think whenever someone talks about artificial intelligence, this is what we pretty much discuss, right? So artificial intelligence has been so subtly integrated into our lives that we don't even notice it anymore. There was a time before when people used to say artificial intelligence is the future. Guys, think about it. We are in that future right now. Artificial intelligence is already here. It is no more ahead in the future or any of those talks. To give you an example, right? So I have my phone right next to me. I have my iPhone right next to me. So if I go ahead and say, hey Siri right now, that is artificial intelligence picking it up, and then Siri will pretty much open up, and if I say weather, she's going to give me the weather and so much more. The most important reason we are here in this session is to find out the career path that we can take as artificial intelligence engineers, guys. So you might have heard the statement, artificial intelligence is the best career path of this decade. So can we validate that? Sure, that's the pretty much, that's the goal of the session today. And artificial intelligence has the biggest community ever. So strong statement, right? It has the biggest community ever. So what is this community about? How can we engage in this community? How can we make a beautiful career that we love? We love coding, so we can pretty much have a career entirely based on what we love, right? Artificial intelligence is this amazing thing that we'll be walking you through today, guys. So coming to the formal definition of what is artificial intelligence. This is the definition you'll pretty much pick up every time you see an artificial intelligence, guys. So it consists of the theory, it consists of the development which revolve around computer systems, and these systems are expected to do tasks very easily as humans do it. It may be something such as requiring human intelligence to do it. I mean, we'll be programming it for that. It'll be pretty much having visual perception, let's say face detection, speech recognition, decision making. You can expect a computer which runs on zeros and ones to make a decision for you. And these decisions are so huge, sometimes they are mission critical, guys. So you can have a decision either to abort or continue with say something like a rocket launch, right? So imagine all these people sitting on the rocket, and they're sitting on tons of oxygen fuel, right? So they're taking off and there's something wrong with the system. So you need to have something there with that computer which is working at those harsh conditions, telling them either they need to continue it or not. So decision making from a very simple true false statement all the way till taking man to the moon or man to Mars, so much more. And computers right here can do it for us. We are already living in that age. And then think of translations between languages as right. Let me give you a very nice example of translation between languages. So a couple of months back, I was actually touring Russia. And I do not know Russian. I am a native Indian, so I do not know Russian. You need to know about this very beautiful app called as Google Translate. We pretty much Google it out, but then we do not have the app with us. So as soon as you go about and install that app, it has analysis. It has just been such nicely put. You just need to pretty much go about just scanning and opening up your camera and then showing a Russian text. And in real time, this Russian text is converted to English for you. So with Russia, again, couple of places where there is absolutely zero English. So then you can pretty much talk to your phone in English. It'll convert it to Russian and then talk to the Russian for you. I'm just giving you a very good example of AI which I practically used. So think about it. I mean, it's just one, but then I can give you n number of situations and reason as a developer or as a end user that artificial intelligence has helped me so much, and it's so much fun to work with as well. I pretty much love working with anything data science, anything artificial intelligence. So on that note, where is all this love for artificial intelligence coming from? The first thing to answer that is we need to know what is trending right now, guys. So here I have a chart from Forbes.com, and this is pretty much giving us the revenues that artificial intelligence is creating for all of the enterprise applications, right? So this is a worldwide chart. This goes all the way from 2016, and it has been predicted about 6 years from now, which is 2025. And do note that all the numbers that you see on your screen are in millions of US dollars, guys. So look at the revenue we generated in 2016. It's around $357 million. Just go to 2025 and look at the projected scores. It's 31,200 million US dollars. So this is the market for artificial intelligence, guys. So you might be wondering how true the prediction is, guys. Well, it's Forbes.com. They are the most accurate prediction system on the market right now, and I would trust it. I would trust this wholly, guys. And if you look at the chart, it is unreal. It is an exponential increase. So we're going within 5 years, let's say 2016 to 2021, we went from 350 all the way to $7,700 million. If this is the jump for the next 5 years, think about the future, guys. Think about 10 years from now, 25, think about 2035 and so much more. Right now, artificial intelligence is the biggest boom there is. And hey guys, I've been through a couple of surveys as well. So as per these surveys, pretty much what is the best career you can have is artificial intelligence. So everywhere people say, I am an artificial intelligence engineer, I am having fun, I am working with my day job, which I absolutely love and then work with, and I'm being paid for it as well. So this is the word which goes around when it comes to artificial intelligence, guys. So what do you guys think about it? Probably take just a couple of seconds, head to the live chat and let me know what you guys think about artificial intelligence on the whole. I am sure that every one of our viewers here have so many queries about artificial intelligence, right? So this entire world has this sort of curiosity which is wrapping around and it generates this sort of curiosity around it. And every time, even whenever I have general conversations with people with respect to artificial intelligence, the conversation always ends in such a way that we are still left flabbergasted regarding, wait, how can I start a career in this? This sounds amazing. So pretty much, I talk with a lot of management people. I have a couple of friends who are, who work on the management sides, who are human resource people, and they are interested. They were like, oh damn, I need to do something about this. So if it can bring a management person to the technical side, then I'm sure you guys, that there is some magic going on here that will keep us interested, guys. So here is another very interesting chart that I got from Scopus.com. So this is the number of papers which are annually published, guys. So these are formal papers which get published in journals. Somewhere around 2000, this is the year 2000. So there we had, let's say around, I would eyeball it and say around 3000 papers being published every year around the world with respect to artificial intelligence. And then just look at 2015 and above. I mean, this is an older chart. That graph is just going through the roof all the time. So 2015 we had almost 20,000 people, and I'm sure it's somewhere around 35 or 40,000 people right now, guys. So what you need to observe is this amazing incline when it comes to the number of technical papers that are being published. So people want to get out there, people want to learn, people want to create their own thing and then publish a paper. There is no other beautiful thing in this world than just giving your own technical paper, knowing that you have something in your name, and that can be a very nice bragging right that will help the community. And at the end of the day, we are here to make the world a better place, right? So with respect to artificial intelligence, come on, you guys can do it. It is an amazing, simple concept, and I'll be walking you through this in this entire session. So take away as much as you can, and I'm hoping this helps you all, guys. So you might be students out here. We might have students right now who might be having the question of how many papers get published. Can I publish a paper? Guys, sure you can. Learning is everything, and go for it. So on that note, I want to just give a gist of how this entire career path will work, guys. So with respect to the first step that you'll pretty much be doing is, again, you start with education, right? So education is the foundation to everything. You'll start out by learning about artificial intelligence. You just know the definition now. You need to know what artificial intelligence is, how you can go about. I mean, it's a very big ocean. It's a very vast ocean that, if you can pretty much, it's about this, if you know swimming, then you can go swimming in this entire ocean and you will never run out of stamina, guys. So that's a good analogy here. So firstly, you have to go about learning about artificial intelligence, knowing where it is used. So with every solution to a problem, you need the problem, right? First, you need to have a problem around which you can give a solution. Finding out that problem is the most challenging part about learning anything new. Or let it be deep learning, let it be big data, or let it be machine learning, anything. So you need this new problem to be created, or something that exists in the society that you can go on, indulge yourself in and solve it, right? So learning about artificial intelligence is a very prime step that will help you do this. Secondly, working on projects and getting certified. Let me talk about working on projects. So artificial intelligence or any such technological concepts, very importantly, pretty much you should go about starting with just getting your hands dirty, guys. So any amount of theory you keep learning, you pretty much might not go anywhere. I mean, I'm just talking to you with respect to, my experience of getting into AI. But then I still remember the first moment I worked on my first Python project, which was vaguely related to artificial intelligence, and I was taken aback. You learn so much when you get your hands dirty with code, and you can understand better, you can relate better. With respect to theory, you cannot do much. You understand what you see on your screen, but when you get your hands on your projects, you can change up the code, you can play around, you can have an entire playground around you where you pretty much do anything. If the program is asking you to show apples or something, you can ask for bananas. Come on, so much. The freedom is always there with respect to artificial intelligence, guys. And then after you get your hands working on projects, the next important thing is to get certified, guys. So to put yourself out in the market, you need to work on projects where you've shown people that you've worked, and then you get certified in the same by a reputed organization to know that you've actually put in the work, done these projects on your own, and you've established yourself in this market. So you'll be selling yourself really better with respect to this. Step 3 is very simple. After you've done all of this, you can kickstart your artificial intelligence career very simple by heading to all of the job trend sites, and then I'll just be walking you through all of these steps in a very expansive way in just about a slides from now. So this is the question that you're supposed to be having right now in your mind, guys. So it's okay. So hey Anirudh, I followed you throughout this live session. So how do I start with artificial intelligence? So people are always stuck with how they can always start, guys. You might be a person who's getting out of college, in college, or you just might be a 50-year-old person who's very interested to do something anymore. With respect to all of that, let me help you to get on the fastest path to get you ready for the industry. To probably, you might be just here to find out more about artificial intelligence, just to sate your curiosity, or you're here for a hardcore experience of how you can start your career and actually make lots of money with it. So how do we go about starting an artificial intelligence career, guys? The foundation that you need to know is, again, artificial intelligence is a lot of maths and a lot of code as well. So the first important thing is you need to know a little bit of statistics, a little bit of math, using the statistics and math with respect to coding, because the computer needs to understand. We understand it very simply, but then you need the computer to understand it, right? And then you need to mix all of these with respect to logic, and you have to give this cognitive process to your machine where it can start understanding and doing stuff on its own. So that's really cool. Sounds very interesting, right? I mean, even after all of these years of experience with respect to artificial intelligence, every time I come to take a session for the nascent learners, this just holds me back so much that I love it, guys. So again, the journey of artificial intelligence was always start with data science again. Well, you don't need the entire working of data science for your artificial intelligence per se, but then you will need certain basics, guys. You will need to know languages such as R. You need to know Python. These will eventually help you to build all of the models that you will require later on. So you might not have heard of the designation an artificial intelligence engineer gets. So here are some of the very common designations that you might not have known. First, it's the intelligence designer. So an artificial intelligence engineer can also be called as an intelligence designer. They can be called as data curators, cognitive copywriters, AI interaction designers. So to sate your curiosity, you can head to any of the job portals. I'll anyway be walking you through a very famous job portal. You can go there, just type this in as your keyword, and you will realize there are thousands of jobs for these keywords. Thousands, guys. It's not hundreds, it's not tens of jobs, it's thousands of jobs. It's everywhere around the world. So at this point of time, you need to know that if you have the skills required for it, people are willing to pay any amount, and people are willing to relocate you to any part of the world to have you on board and to work with them, guys. Anyway, stay tuned till the end. So I'll be walking you through all of the job opportunities. And coming to the main goal of this session. So what are the 5 steps that help you become an artificial intelligence engineer? Let's break it down into very simple terms so that everyone here can take away something from here. The first step is to know all of these terms. So you need to know that there is a programming language called R which exists. We have Python. Again, we have SQL, structured query languages. We have Tableau. So instead of being mixed out on all of these various sources, hunting for learning tutorials from here, there, everywhere, just stick to one structured, standardized portal, which will teach you everything from scratch. You need to know R as a programming language. Again, Python is one of the most amazing programming languages in my opinion. I mean, R is again very good, but my personal preference is to Python. But then you might be a person who is a hardcore fan of R as well. Then you need to know what SQL is. You need to know what databases are, how you can store your data, how you can pull out your data from databases, manipulate your data, and then have your machine do it for you. We can do it very quickly by writing something called as a query for our SQL tables and databases. But then your machine should do it for you, and it has to pick up all of the data and everything as well. That is very important. Again, Tableau is pretty much used to visualize all of your data, give you very good graphs, make it look very interesting at the end. Because usually 70% of the time I can tell you that a result of an artificial intelligence program is just numbers. It'll say 70% accuracy of detecting an apple in your image. Sure, it sounds very simple, but then when you have complex use cases, just seeing numbers all the time really doesn't make sense. Or let's say you have to explain it to your peers, explain to your higher ups, or explain it to a nascent learner who has absolutely no idea what you're talking about. But then if you have very nice looking graphs there, you have something very nice and interesting, very colorful to look at, and they'll be like, whoa. Yeah, now I understand, right? So we can all relate to this with respect to any aspect of our life, just not artificial intelligence. So on that note, we have covered the first step. We need to know all these technologies that exist, guys. Next is step 2. Step 2 is all about mathematics, guys. You might be wondering, hey, I'm not, Anirudh, I'm not very good at mathematics, but do I still have a chance for a career? Guys, absolutely. We are here to train you just for this. You'll be learning, you need linear algebra, you need probability, you need statistics, you need calculus, you need graph theory, you need to know optimization, you need to know so much more. But at the same time, do not be taken aback in case you are not familiar with any of these, because then these are very fancy terms. But then when you break it down to their simple terms, these are concepts which are extremely easy to work with, easy to understand. So even a nascent learner can understand everything that, every single term that I've put up on my screen and start working with it directly, guys. So once you've covered the math part of it, then it's very simple. You can just you can pretty much put it side by side with respect to the code, and then have your code and math work along, mix up very nicely, gel with each other, and then give you a very fine result, guys. So step 1 was knowing that a couple of programming languages are required. Step 2 was knowing that the math is required for this. And then step 3 is very interesting, guys. So step 3 is knowing when you have your hands dirty on code and all of the logic and techniques that you need. Step 3 is very important because this is where you need to practice everything. You need to go on testing yourself to know where you are. With respect to practice, I would suggest just go to a couple of communities and then start showing your code there. Talk to people, talk to subject matter experts, talk to fellow developers, fellow peers, fellow learners. Just tell them what you're doing. Pretty much, this is the most friendly community I've been a part of all my life, and I can tell you that with full confidence, guys. You can participate in Kaggle challenges. And coming back to the communities, we at Intellipaat have this amazing community. Just search for Intellipaat community and you will find us. We have thousands of questions being posted by thousands of subject matter experts. We have thousands of learners coming there on a daily basis, answering their questions. We have a general chat there as well, so we can pretty much find out what's going on in the industry, what is trending. So at the end of the day, I've seen a lot of millennials chase down trends, and guess what? Even the Fortune 500 companies are doing this. So hunting for what's trending, learning on it, working on it, practicing on it is very important, guys. So testing yourself with all of these, being a part of community, or knowing that, let's say you just started your first algorithm learning with respect to artificial intelligence. Keep testing yourself on that, get better at it, work step by step, and you will have paved a very nice path for your artificial intelligence career, guys. So that brings us to step 4. After you've learned, got your hands dirty, pretty much have your testing done, have your practicing done, all of that, to sell yourself to the world, you would always need a certification, guys. You will need a certification from a well-known organization that can vouch for you, vouch on behalf of you, telling the world that you have actually done work on this, and then you pretty much have the skills that's required to directly get into the market and start working, guys. Here is a sample course certification certificate that I have from Intellipaat here. We have worked with IBM on this course, and then I'll be anyway walking you through this entire thing in just a couple of minutes from now. But then having a certificate like this, having an authentic, genuine certificate like this will help you sell yourself to the big guys. So let's say you want to work at Facebook, Google, all these big places, they'll pretty much pick you up and give you preference over someone who might not have a certification. Step 4, again, is getting your certifications, knowing that pretty much all the people around the world require you, guys. So coming to step 5 is the important part of this this session, where you actually go about selling yourself. Go to indeed.com, go to naukri.com, just tell people around the world that you are there, you have a certification in this, and pretty much start your career, guys. So let me quickly just open up the Indeed website, and I've just searched for artificial intelligence out here. So all you need to go is indeed.com/ you can just search artificial intelligence here. Take a look at the average salary on the left hand side. $70,000, $90,000, $100,000, $115,000, $125,000. Guys, we have almost 2,600 jobs which will offer you $125,000 or US dollars per annum. And then you have full-time jobs, you have internships, you have contracts. Guys, the absolute location, you can tune it to pretty much your city, state, or your zip code as well. So here's the top things which comes up. So again, you can be a research scientist in artificial intelligence, you can be an automation, you can have a very good internship with respect to Guardian Life. Then you can have a summer this thing as well, internship as well, artificial intelligence scientist, artificial intelligence consultant at Accenture in Chicago. Guys, the opportunities are endless out here. Anyway, we'll be back to all of the people who are hiring. Just before that, I need to tell you how the artificial intelligence concept is changing the world, guys. So let's quickly jump to the next slide of how artificial intelligence is a revolution in this world we live in. The first important point that you need to know at this point of time is that the arrival of artificial intelligence and the other concept, the beautiful concept of machine learning, has changed entirely the way businesses work. So there was this time before where all of these were looked into the future. So let's say there was a business meeting in a very big Fortune 500 company, let's say 10-15 years back. They would have this person who would have the analysis for the next 10 years, and he would say, hey, 10 years from now, we will have implemented artificial intelligence in our business and we'll be running based on that. I can tell you that guy was right, because from then 10 years till now, we are using artificial intelligence on a day-to-day basis. Sometimes we don't even realize how artificial intelligence is being used. And at the end of the day, it has created a plethora of job opportunities in the market, guys. I just showed you, right? You have we just saw 15,000 job opportunities around the world. Again, I want to make this very clear to you guys. If you have the skills required, you will be hired regardless of your place, regardless of the salary you ask. If you just have the skills which is required, then people are hiring, people are interested in you. Just go for it, just learn everything, master everything, pick up a certification, and at the end of it, you will become an artificial intelligence engineer, guys. So you need to acquire the skill sets to demonstrate to the world that you have the mastery in the language, guys. So coming to the concept of how it actually changed the world, the first important thing I think is chatbots, right? So again, I have my phone right next to me, so I can pretty much say I can open up the Google Assistant again. This is the native Google platform. Then we have Cortana from Microsoft. We have Siri. Siri is again a chatbot from the people at Apple. Then we have Bixby for our Samsung users as well. I mean, we might have our bias, right? Some people might like Siri, some people might like Cortana, and some people pretty much might like Google Assistant as well. Hey, look, as soon as I said Siri, my phone just woke up. So again, thinking about this, guys, I am a fan of all four of these, to be honest, because it is very hard to come up with a chatbot and makes your life so much easier. I can just say, hey Siri, how's the weather right now? Pretty much I can say, hey Siri, set the alarm for me, set a calendar. So what's my 12 p.m. Meeting doing tomorrow? Is that person turning up? Siri can find out everything for you. And Google Assistant has something called as autoresponders right now as well. So let's say you don't want to, pretty much you're busy or you don't want to pick up a call. Google Assistant can pick up the call for you, answer on behalf of you, saying like, this is what's happening. We'll just call you back later or something. Not the regular telecaller assistants we had before. It can pretty much find out that you're in an office, you're in a meeting, and then you can pretty much inform the person who's contacting you, all of that. This will do it automatically as well. Cortana, again, for all us Windows users, again, I pretty much use a lot of Cortana when I'm working on my Windows machine. Again, Siri is a part of my daily life, because I pretty much move about with my iPhone everywhere. That's my business phone I carry. So again, Siri is a very important part of my daily life. Bixby, I've used it for a couple of months per se, but not exactly a lot. But then Bixby is beautiful. Bixby also gets a voice right now. So all these chatbots are helping you in your daily lives every single day. You might not even know it. You'll just be predictive text, for example. You go to Google and you're just entering a couple of text and it predicts what you will text later as well. And not just that, if there are some fellow coders here, we can pretty much already know that, as soon as let's say you've pretty much opened up Microsoft's .NET framework and you have Visual Studio and you're working on .NET, you can have your code auto predicted for you. We can have PyCharm which predicts our code for us, and then it just makes your life so much simpler. And artificial intelligence is right there. And the second thing I can vouch firsthand is in terms of finance, guys. So I used to be a trader before, and I used to do some very high speed trading sessions. And now that artificial intelligence has come into the picture, it makes high speed trading sessions so much easier, because with respect to pattern recognition, again, as even an expert in financial trading and all of these trading sessions, you just look at it and sure, you get a lot of information if you're a professional. But then if you have a machine which can look at right from the origin of the stock, let's say in 2000, and then bring you a predictive model all the way till 2019, you can have a very fair idea and you can have an upper hand with respect to others of how your stock will do, whether you'll make money that day, lose money that day. Sure, stock market is very unpredictable, but having that extra step and having a very high level of surety there will again help you very much, guys. It can predict as well. So pattern recognition is with it being, all these years of how the stock and share has traded. And then with prediction, you can tell pretty much, hey, this is what the price might be in 2021, 2022. So you can build your entire portfolio based on that. This has already been implemented. This is right there. You can pretty much, head to Google and just start searching for these, and you will get a lot of searches for these, guys. So people are there. People are using it in finance. And the next very important thing of how artificial intelligence is changing the world around us is with respect to healthcare, guys. Healthcare is extremely important in the world we live in, right? So I was just reading about this very interesting blog a couple of months back, and it said that there was a revolutionary detection with respect to all the programmers, which happened where they say that they found out they can find out breast cancer very early, even in its nascent stages. People can find it out, and they can find out if it's benign, which means harmless. They can find out if it's malignant, which means it's a very harmful cancer cell. And this has never been done before, and they say that your chances of surviving these cancer gets upped by 60%. 60% is a huge number. And when you're talking about all these probabilities with respect to medicine, you get 10-20% max, right? So they're giving you 60% of chances, saying, hey, this is what your cancer cells are. And come on, guys. So if you can relate to this, I mean, 60-70% of positive rates saying this is what is happening, this is what is not happening, and then all of these, right? So that's one very interesting thing, and I loved it. I think it was about 2 weeks ago I read it, and I was taken aback. I just left an email to the developers as well, asking them if I could contribute in any way to that. So that was really beautiful. And then the next thing is tracking daily health, guys. So we all wear our Fitbits, we all wear our smartwatches, we have a couple of watches from Samsung, we have an Apple Watch, and so much more, right? It will track your daily health. It'll remind you when you should drink water, how much amount of water you should drink, all the calories you have burnt. It'll even tell you the route you took to office. It'll tell you if you have ran to your office. I mean, sure, you can do that. It'll tell you your morning run, evening run, you're walking, how much you can enter the calories that you're eating, and it'll calculate how much calories you have burnt. It'll start tracking your sleep cycles. It'll do so much more for us, guys. And coming to the next thing is promoting welfare, right? Again, good health is good for everyone. Promoting welfare with respect to artificial intelligence using healthcare is again a very important aspect here, guys. So here's a very simple AI landscape that I have for you guys. So from the left to the right is the amount of sophistication it takes to build all of these, and we have the mass adaptation from down to up on the y-axis. Chatbots again are mass adopted, as I already told you. They use natural language processing, and pretty much we go use our chatbots every day. And then personal assistants, again, Siri, Alexa, so much more. I can say, hey Alexa, turn on the lights, and pretty much the lights are on before you go home. You can turn on the heater before you even wake up, so as soon as you wake up your water is ready, and so much more. Then you have Tay by Microsoft. You have automated insights, which uses machine learning. NLP, it works with structured data. And then you have AlphaGo. AlphaGo is basically a game which is played, and AlphaGo pretty much beat the world champion at this game so many times that then pretty much you've trained a game to beat the master of the game. That's so cool to learn. Then you have Deep Dream again. Deep Dream is basically taking in all of the images of the world and then performing analysis on it. We have Autopilot by Tesla. We have cars which can drive around ourselves. We know we do not need a cab driver anymore to pretty much drive us around the world. And there was a time when people used to say we will have automated cars, and we already have automated cars. Just that in a couple of in most of the world, let's say, it's sort of illegal to have a self-driving car just now. And Google has been working on this for 10 years and over that, I guess. So knowing that the technology exists, but sure, for everything there are certain constraints which hold us back, but then knowing that something like this exists, we're using it is amazing, right? Then we have Einstein again, collects all the pictures from the world, makes sense of it, learns something new, gives us predictive analysis, and so much more. And then we have Watson is by IBM, and these guys have pretty much put out Watson for everything from a very simple image classifier all the way till what happens if you put man on Mars, and then they pretty much perform analysis on something that complex as well. So they pretty much use the continuous learning algorithms, which comes under deep AI, and they pretty much use machine learning, speech processing, and so much more. So who are the big names in artificial intelligence? We're talking about all these big names pretty much, right? So what goes on to this? Again, we're all familiar with Amazon. Amazon is a huge trade giant, probably the biggest in the world right now, and they're invested in their consumer side, and they pretty much are trying to bring in artificial intelligence for us as well. The first important thing is Alexa. Alexa is Amazon's brainchild, and they pretty much use the artificial intelligence there to give us very good insights about how you can make your life easier with a machine around you. And then Amazon Web Services, These are pretty much a set of machine learning programs which are already trained on artificial intelligence services. So this has helped a lot, guys. So AWS has so many clients, guys. They have more than 10,000 customers. Siemens is their customers, Netflix is their customers, Tinder, NFL, NASA. Guys, you tell me, and they are the customer of AWS, and I can sort of guarantee you that. Again, predictive advertisements as well. And coming to Apple. Apple, again, they have been acquiring all of these artificial intelligence startups that they can pretty much get their hands on, because they are pretty much worth 1 trillion. So think about it. So, right, they are a very critical part of our ecosystem right now. I mean, Apple is the biggest company out there when it comes to technology, and they know that artificial intelligence is the future. So they're pretty much acquiring all of the startups, and they have worked extremely hard on developing products such as Siri, so much more. Now they have the tool called Create. It's a machine learning tool which the Mac OS and the iOS developers can basically use to take training courses for their apps and start building apps for them as well. Coming to Facebook, we all use Facebook, right? So just a couple of minutes before the session, I was just checking out a couple of machine learning and artificial intelligence groups on Facebook, and just communicating with the people out there. And then everyone who works at Facebook, I have a couple of close friends who work here. So they say artificial intelligence will be enormously powerful in the future. I sort of tell them that they stand corrected here, because artificial intelligence is already enormously powerful right now. We just need to put it to very good use, right? So they have this research group, it's called as FAIR, so Facebook Artificial Intelligence Research Group, and they say that they are extremely committed into looking at more into machine intelligence, developing how new technologies can provide people with better ways to communicate and so much more. They have developed PyTorch, which is again a Python API which is used for neural networks, and this stands right in competition with our biggest competitor, which is Google, and they have TensorFlow, guys. So on that note, coming to Google, again, this is the largest, most important artificial intelligence company on this list, and it is the most obvious, right? Because over the past couple of years, by Mountain View we mean Google, so they have created no fewer than 12 new AI companies. So they have launched 12 new companies. They made the most important purchase of $400 million, and this was DeepMind. DeepMind is again like AlphaGo. It pretty much is the board game which goes about playing the Go champion again. And there's Google's TensorFlow. I am sure at least 80% of the people here know what TensorFlow is. And then now TensorFlow is free for all, right? It's been free for a couple of years now. And then at the end of the day, Tensor AI chip project, again for machine learning. You can do machine learning on the go, learn on it, work on it, create your new projects, and so much more. And Google is the biggest name when it comes to that, guys. So quickly walking you through all the skill sets that takes to be an artificial intelligence programmer. Firstly, advanced programming concepts. Yes, guys, you're going to need Python, you're going to need R, you're going to need SAS, and so much more. And worry not if you don't know this, we are right here to teach you. Then you need good database proficiency as well. You need to know how data is stored, what is semi-structured data, what is structured data, how you can go on working with this data and making your life better as well. So then the next thing is machine learning algorithms. You need to teach your machine how it can do the work for you. It will learn every day, every minute, every iteration with respect to what you do, and then go on to try doing it itself as well. How cool is that? And then you have dashboarding capabilities. Again, knowing that all this data can be put into a very nice form where everyone can see it and make sense out of it is amazing. And at the last, taking analytics out of your data is the best thing ever for me, guys. So knowing that you have certain useless data being converted into amazingly useful information, putting all these information in a really beautiful way to look at and making sense out of this, I am sold, guys, with respect to artificial intelligence here. So let me quickly walk you through a couple of artificial intelligence job descriptions. Here is a job requirement from Siemens, and these guys, the responsibilities here again operate all around machine learning and artificial intelligence. You'll be supporting automation, orchestration of workflow across various cloud services as well. Again, you pretty much enjoy working in agile DevOps environments. You will be developing tool sets. You'll be working with respect to automation. You'll be working with respect to artificial intelligence. You will keep yourself up to date with cutting edge technologies by participating in conferences, sharing knowledges, best practices with the team. Look at that. Even a company as huge as Siemens is pretty much expecting you as an artificial intelligence to stay up to date with all of your cutting edge technologies out there. On that note, again, here is another quick job description from Highmark Health. So these guys say you need to be absolutely rigorous in terms of gathering your data, having good analytical skills, having good synthesis skills, and you will have to require experience with data visualization such as Tableau. You need Power BI. BI is basically business intelligence, and then you need to know statistic packages. You need to know Alteryx, you need to know SAS, you need to have strong SQL skills, as I just told you at the beginning. You need to know Teradata, you need to know Hadoop, you need to know artificial intelligence with respect to Python, Java, and so much more. Look at these job requirements, guys. They sound so fancy, yet they are so reachable at the same time. And here's a job requirement from Amazon. So you'll be assisting customers by delivering their entire end-to-end project with respect to machine learning and deep learning as well. You'll be using frameworks such as MXNet, Cafe2, or TensorFlow, Theano. CNTK is basically Microsoft's cognitive toolkit. And you'll be using Keras as well to help your customers build deep learning models. You'll be using Spark machine learning, Amazon machine learning, so much more to help your customers build their machine learning models as well. You'll be working with big data consultants, you'll be working with DevOps consultants, and you pretty much will be working with everyone to give your machine that amount of cognition that it can work by itself and make all of our jobs very much easier, guys. And this slide is what majority of you guys were waiting for, right? What is the average salary of an artificial intelligence engineer, guys? So American dollars, $120,000 in American is pretty much the median salary of an artificial intelligence engineer. Again, you have a data analyst who earns about $70,000 and a data engineer who earns about $95,000. And look at the fancy numbers out here. They are reachable. You have internships for beginners. You have junior roles for beginners. You have job opportunities for intermediate people. And at the end of the day, you have professional level sessions for your people, your workforce who want to be trained in artificial intelligence, who want to know more about it and get paid for it amazingly well as well, guys. So on that note, who is hiring in India? Guys, Unisys is hiring, Fractal Analytics is hiring, IBM is hiring, Ernst & Young, EY is hiring, Edgeworth is hiring, Mu Sigma is hiring, Ola is hiring, Oracle, Siemens, Truecaller. Every one of these companies that we thought might never require artificial intelligence are hiring, guys. So let's say Ola, right? They're a cab company, they're a cab provider company. They will use artificial intelligence and pretty much they can know where the customers are coming from. What is the hotspot in a city where they need to put more cabs? What is the shortest route that you can know? They work with Google basically on the Maps API. What is the shortest route the cab can take? This again can help the environment as well. They started carpooling. So carpooling will again help more people come into just one car and move around. This again is a very good environmental factor as well. And it saves a lot of money for Ola, saves a lot of money for the people who are using it. Again, Mu Sigma, another very good analytics company. Oracle, the biggest network company probably. Siemens, Truecaller. Even Truecaller wants artificial intelligence these days, guys. And all these guys are actively hiring for an artificial intelligence engineer. So keep in the loop, know what they're hiring for and go for it, guys. And for the rest of the world, Instagram is hiring, LinkedIn is hiring, Pinterest is hiring, Viber, WhatsApp, Evernote, people at Google basically working on Android, Twitter, Tumblr, WeChat, Facebook. I'm just trying to name all of these companies. YouTube is hiring, Vimeo is hiring, Amazon is hiring. All these guys are always there in the market. I am so astounded by whenever I go for a job site and start looking for something. Everyone, they are there, right there for you. All they want is for you to show your skills, that you have some set of skills, that you have a certification, and done. Snap of your fingers, you can get an interview, you can get into the company. People at Skype want you, people at Adobe want you, Best Buy, BBC, British Broadcasting Channel, Google, Apple, Walmart. Come on. I want you guys, I wouldn't think I would ever say this, but I want you guys to be overwhelmed by whatever you see on your screen right now. Because I have been a part of a couple of conversations where people say, hey, this is not trending anymore, or it's tough to find a job. Absolutely not. You just need the right structured way to go there and you can get your, whatever, we all have our dream salaries, right? Guys, you can get there quicker than anyone else probably, and then you can enjoy doing your job as well. How cool is that? So on that note, again, we're almost wrapping up our session here. So where do we go from here? You might be, okay, cool. I want to become an artificial intelligence engineer. So where do I go from here? Guys, I've been into investing for a long time right now, and I can tell you this is the best quote I've ever read. An investment in your knowledge will always pay the best interest there is, right? How strong is this quote? I absolutely love it. So knowing that all of this, investing on your education, getting a better salary out of it is an amazing investment, because at the end of the day, thinking about it practically, not from a core perspective, you get that salary that you require. So to learn more about this, stay in touch with our Intellipaat blogs. We have an amazing YouTube channel out here where we have subject matter experts putting out content day in and day out to help all of the learners, guys. So if you're a learner, we are pretty much here to help you out, pave a way for you, give you a very nice roadmap to take you where you have to go, guys. So on that note, let us quickly check out the Artificial Intelligence Masters course that we are trying to tell you guys about here. And then here, this is an amazing course where we have about 10,000 learners, and then we get so much attention for this course, especially because we've co-created this with all the people from IBM, and then there are experts, we have creators, course creators, we have all the subject matter experts standing by all the time who have helped us create this entire course for us, guys. Again, everything, guys, you'll get exclusive access to IBM's cloud platforms. You get to pretty much know their cognitive classes. You can get into the Watson Cloud Lab as well, and so much more. So to give you the key features of the course, first thing is instructor-led, guys. So you have two things that you can pick up. One is the self-paced training and the other one is instructor-led training. With respect to the self-paced training, again, as the name suggests, it is self-paced, guys. So you might not have the time to come attend our instructor-led session, and you want to do it with your own pace, right? Slow and steady. You have the self-paced training for it. But then, hey, the advantage of an instructor-led training is that you will have the instructor teaching you live. So if you have any questions, you can pause the session then and there, unmute your mic, talk to the instructor then and there, clear all of your doubts, on the go, right? So this is amazing. This is one aspect all of our learners absolutely love. It's the instructor-led training. And then you have pretty much 286 hours of projects that you can work with after every single module. You have lifetime access to our courses, right? So every time we put out, we keep upgrading our courses to match with the current trends every single time. And you'll have lifetime access to all of these free upgrades as well. So you buy it once, you're with us for your lifetime, guys. So how cool is that? Then we have our amazing support team. We stand here 24/7, 365 days to give you a very good technical support and query resolution as well. You will get certification which is globally recognized because we have done it with IBM as well. IBM is a big name in the industry, and guys, the certification, as I've been pushing through, is again amazing to sell yourself on the market. Job assistance as well. So we pretty much have around 80 plus corporate tie-ups where we can help you. And then you can attend multiple batches. You can stay tuned forever with us, and you get so much more. So we have a couple of course advisors. So again, Mr. David Callaghan is pretty much Hyperledger and a big data solutions architect, and then so much more. So about the course, we'll be checking out artificial intelligence domain, how data science is helping us, importance of Python, efficient design of machine learning, SAS tools for analytics, working with Tableau, MS Excel calculations, R statistics. Let me just quickly walk you through our index, guys. So we have data science with R. You'll be learning about Python. You'll be learning about everything about there is to know about machine learning, guys. Look at this. So pretty much you'll set up everything from the basics, pandas, introduction, supervised learning, classification, regression, decision tree, random forest need. Come on, it goes on and on, right? You'll come to know the projects that we'll be working on as well. You'll be learning about artificial intelligence, deep learning with TensorFlow. Again, look at all of these things that you will be exposed to, and knowing that you pretty much can do something on your own is amazing, right? We'll be learning SAS, Excel, Tableau, and so much more, guys. At the end of it, let's say around 23 weeks with the instructor-led training, you can become a certified artificial intelligence engineer who has a accredited certificate by IBM, and you can pretty much use this. And this is recognized in all of the big companies: Cisco, Cognizant, Mu Sigma, Genpact, Hexaware, Sony, Ericsson, and so much more as well, guys. So pretty much you will gonna need a certification. You can pretty much click on the link in the description box below right now to check out our master's training program, and then you will be on your way to become an artificial intelligence engineer, guys. So I'll be amazed to see most of you down there. And on this note, thank you so much for attending this live session. I hope you have a beautiful day ahead. If you have any queries, we have our support team standing by 24/7, 365 days, and we are always happy and always welcome to help all of our learners and pave a good way for them, guys. So I hope to see you all again very soon. Until then, good night.